This step, you're gonna need something circular. You can probably find something like a plate or like a Tupperware lid or even a bowl that you can just prop onto a paper so you can trace over it. It all depends on how big your bra is, or your cup is, I should say, or how big you want your muffins to be. So in this case, I am going to use the bowl. So just hold it down and just trace around, and you're gonna get your circle. So once you do that, you're just gonna cut it. So now that you have your circle, you are going to fold it in half. Make sure the sides are even. This is going to create the cupcake paper effect. And you're going to fold it in half once again. Make sure the sides are even. And a little pressure. So now you have this. So what you're going to do now is you're going to start fanning. You can do that little fan fold. So fold, and then fold again. Yeah, flip, fold, add pressure, and then fold, and then fold again. And the last one, fold. So you're gonna get that little fan look right here. See? So now you're gonna open it. It's gonna create this muffin paper look. So now you're just gonna take something, just press it down in the center. And depending on how big you want your cupcake, you're gonna have to fold it. And just fold, hold and fold, hold and fold like this. Or if you can find something as big as the size you want, you can go ahead and use that and then fold it all together. But since I don't have it, I'm going to use this. So now we have the little cupcake holder. And we're going to be pouring some stuff in here to give that effect. You can check to make sure that this is a good size for your size cup. If the bigger your breasts are, the bigger the muffin or cupcake should be, I should say. The cupcake should be. And the smaller, obviously the smaller, unless you want to be exaggerated on size. But I think this is a good size for this breast. So now that you have that, we're going to move on to the next step. So now that you cut out your cupcake template, you can take out your fabric, which here it's the flannel in aqua. And when you're buying the flannel, make sure it's like a lighter color that matches your aqua bra, so it looks like the Katy cupcakes. So now what you're going to do is take that template you have and you are going to press it down. Probably use it right here on the edge so you waste as least fabric as possible. Make sure it's nice and flat and that you're working in a clean surface. So take any pen or marker and just start tracing that lightly around. So now that you have drawn it, you can go ahead and cut it off with your scissors, and then we'll take it from there. Now that you cut out your circle, you're going to use your glue gun. Make sure it's the high temperature one. You can buy this at Walmart. I bought it for like $2, $2.50, and it tells you what kind of glue sticks they're gonna get. It's the mini size, so that's gonna look like this. See, like mini size. And this was also like $2. So you're just gonna stick your glue gun in here. And you should warm it up. Just push it all the way in, and then let it heat up. So now you're going to place the template on top, but before you do that, cut like a centimeter off your paper template, so when you fold it up, you can't see the paper. The paper is going to help it, help you shape it, so it gives it that little fold like this. See how it like kind of stays on there? So that's what we're going to do. So once you do that, we can start. Now that your glue gun is nice and hot, you can test it out. You can see that it's nice and hot. Oh. You might not want to do that. It's kind of hot. But now you know that it's hot. You can go directly into the metal and just squeeze like a little circle, just to help it be in the center. So now it's like propped onto like that. As you can see in the back, you can't tell that you used the glue gun. It's smoothed into it. So now you're going to use little lines from that center point. Kind of like the shape of the cupcake. You might want to work a little fast so it doesn't dry up. Let's stick it on. If there's any little of the glue coming off, just wipe that off. So in the back you can kind of see that little shape a little. So now go on and do your other half. This just helps it stay on better. Don't be afraid to squeeze a lot on there. Not too much. Glow. Squeeze it nice and tight. This took about one stick of glue. So now that you glued it, fold it in half and tightly squeeze like this. As you can see, it takes form of the groove. See how it has the edge right here? And we're kind of gonna fold it again like we did at the beginning. You can use your scissors to help you squeeze it a little. See how it's just folding? You can just fold in half again. Keep folding. Start fanning it again. See how it's creating that fold? Do it like this also. And then it has that nice little fan effect. That's when you know it's working. And you have this thing going on. So now you take something just to help you shape it so you can create that little groove that you're doing right now. Just help shape it too. You can go like that too. Usually it helps if you have something bigger and wider. Or you can just grab it and scrunch it up like this. See how it gives that effect. You can see it coming together. That paper will take its shape. So as you can see, it's having that little effect right there, but that's not gonna just hold it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the glue gun again, and then we're going to help make those little folds a little better. Now what you're gonna have to do is choose a direction that you want all your little folds to go, whether it's this way or that way, and we're slowly going to glue them together like so. You can do it in the inside. I don't recommend doing it much on the outside. So you can see, show you right here how I'm going to take a little bit of this hot glue gun and then squeeze it. And if you see how it creates that nice little fold that we're trying to get, and maybe you might want to dab just a little in the inside corner on the outside, just so it holds that fold. See? So we're going to do it again. Inside. Use a little more on the inside. And the outside is just going to be a light hold. And little dab, not too much. Don't have to be all completely big and together. It can be a little spaced out. It's just so we get that cute little ruffle cupcake look. And then see, small little dab on the fold. And it helps it stay together. So just keep doing that until you get all the way around. It also helps if you have something in the middle, so you know how big it's gonna be, so you don't make it too tight. So just keep doing that, and then I'll show you the rest. There will be some areas that are gonna have like these little gaps. So what you can do is just add a little of the glue and just squeeze it in there, just so all stays intact like that. So don't worry about those areas, or if you need like this part, if you need to glue that a little, glue it. Just depends how a perfectionist you are, you don't mind those kind of details. So now that you're done gluing your little ruffles to make it look like a cupcake, it's going to come out like this. Remember, the longer your folds are, the wider your cupcake will be. Notice how this side I made it a little wider, the folds, and it came out a little more wider. As this one, when I made it closer, it was more straighter and more up. I don't know if you can see the difference. Let's see. The tighter, the more straight it's going to be. The wider, the more cupcake look it'll give you. So this is how it's going to look. Looks like a little filter. So pretty. So now you're going to make sure that's the actual size you want, and that it goes good with your bra. So pull out your bra and just check it out. Look at that. I think that's a very good size for it. You can barely see the bra. And the cupcakes look really huge on the bra. So now we can finish up the second cup. So you can repeat the